What's up, ladies and gents? It's your boy Director Chill Hills Homestead Zone 8A. In this video, we're going to be doing a crazy garden update. I know it's been a while. We're going to check out the chickens, show you guys some stuff that went good this season, some stuff that didn't. Let's get it. Now, the Homestead garden this year actually had some good ups. Some of the stuff grew pretty good. We got a good amount of cantaloupes. Tomatoes did really good this season. Corn didn't do good. Again, we got a lot of stuff, a lot of water beginning of the springtime. And then from then on, it was hot heat, upper 90s, hit 100 a couple times. We're gonna take a look here at the garden now. So as you can see, still got my mixed tree, my lemons, limes, and oranges. That's gonna come inside. Right there, growing very nicely. Yeah, we're gonna bring that inside in a very nice sized pot. Here's that avocado me and my daughter planted. Yeah, I remember that from the beginning of the season. It did take some bug bites beginning of the year, but then I transplanted it. They don't really care for the transplant, but it bounced back really good. So that's another guy that'll be coming inside. Let's take a look over here at the peppers now. So, one of my pepper plants, I believe this is the Serenos. Again, got a few still just hanging in there, but these guys are pretty much done for the season. Again, some of my tomatoes, they actually did pretty good, the tomatoes. I got hit with a lot of caterpillars, so I'm sure I'll be able to find some here for you. But, so it was... We did have plenty of tomatoes, and as you can see, I'm still getting them. We're at the last week of September. Some of the late tomatoes I planted. I think those are the pears. I mean, it came out really good. This just became a whole mess. So as it started, the fall started, our basil started going back. But again, more tomatoes there. I mean, tomatoes there. I mean, it was a pretty overall good time. I think the tomatoes in this bed was a little too much. I know it's hard to tell what's in here. A lot of mess, that's for sure. Let's come around this way. So as you can see, yeah, I got some spider mites on there. Yeah, nasty. But these indeterminates, they just literally took over. This was the first raised bed, and as you can see, you know, we got a lot of that going on, a lot of caterpillar action. But you know what? We had enough, so overall, we weren't too mad about that. But I mean, look, I still got, I mean, they're looking at tons of tomatoes in here still. Now, some of these might be good, some of them might be bad, some of them might have caterpillars. We'll find that out, but as of right now, got a lot of stuff. Ooh, let's see what we got there. Looks like we got a little bug action. You can see them right there. Yeah. Overall, though, the tomatoes, I would say, was a victory. Not too bad. I've got some late peppers that I planted here. Actually, these are actually that's actually a bell pepper. I planted that really late. I might only get one off of that. If you guys remember, this was the tomato plant that grew directly out of the Georgia red clay. Look how massive this plant is. I mean, just look at it. It's over here. It grew up here. Look at all these tomatoes. Look, I mean, they're still producing. Over here, let's swing you around here. Look at that. And there, that's all one plant. All one plant. That's my red Malabar from Cali Kim seed. That stuff is delicious, by the way. We did eat some of that. As you can see, some of it is going to flower right there. So, not too bad, not too bad. Another little late bloomer I planted, tomatoes. Again, I mean, we had so much tomatoes. We've been saucing like crazy. But let's go over here. So over here, I had all my melon plants, watermelons and cantaloupes. We ended up getting about 10 to 12 cantaloupes. Did really good with this bed. Remember, I had my corn in here. It did not do too good. Corn was not a good season for us. That's one of the last little stalks. I even planted a couple green beans as it got late. Those got pretty ate up. But did pretty good there. Now over here, and look, I actually still have, this is a Minnesota midget, and this looks like it still wants to grow, although it's pretty much dead out. We did not do very good with our raspberries. So if you see, this is the original vine. I ran up the Four Brothers and over. But it did shoot this one out. This new, I think that's a paracane or floricane. It's floor, I think it's the first one. So I think next year we'll get some raspberries there. We did get a good amount of melons. Did not have much love here. My strawberries, as you can see, a lot of damage there. My lemon tree that me and my daughter planted, still doing good. Overall, now cucumbers here, crazy. We ate cucumbers. I did pickles. I mean, cucumbers were a big success this year. Overall, though, I think I could have got more growth out of this. I actually had a melon that grew up out of this pot here, and ended up coming up here, which has still got a little flower on there, like it wants to do something. But again, it's starting to get a little too cold for all that. So overall, not the best showing for the season, but not the worst either. I'm not really complaining. We got a lot of tomatoes. We got a lot of cucumbers galore. We had some great cantaloupes. They didn't get a lot of big size on them. Most of my watermelons ended up with holes in them due to caterpillars. I think I should have definitely did more calcium to maybe thicken up some of the rinds. When it got hot, I'll be honest with you, I did not do the best as far as staying on top of the nutrients. So I think a lot of that was the issue. And then I didn't spray anything. I did have a little neem oil that I was using, but didn't really care for that. So we went pretty much all natural. But, you know, overall pretty satisfied. And we got a few things we're doing right now for the fall time. Again, this is going to be our first fall season. I'm not sure how much I'm going to dive into it, but let's take a look here. So here we actually have a pumpkin. We're going to grow a pumpkin for the football team. But as you can see, it's a little late, and October's a month away. I doubt I'd get a pumpkin off of that. And then we got some hanging strawberries. Again, we got a few strawberries in the beginning of the season. I probably should have came and cut the flowers off. But overall, was not a great picking for berries for us this year. So as I was saying, we did do our first raised garden bed. If you have not seen the video, I didn't do a complete video of how we built it. If you do want to see that, just like or put it in the comments. I got a few things in this for the fall. We'll take a look here. So here in the bed, I actually planted, as you can see, a bunch of lettuce and stuff. I planted some potatoes and onions that I wanted to heal up, but I don't think those spuds were very good. Again, we got plenty of time. A little spinach there. You know, this is a mix of what we had in our compost pile. And, you know, the big raised bed. But we're going to go ahead and start adding that soil from everything from the summertime and mixing it. And as you can see, what I did over here was I had some stuff. This actually was a broccoli plant that I had. As you can see, I got some kale here. These were already in small pots. So what I decided to do was just go ahead and put them in this raised bed. I already raised this side up. And you see we got some lettuce. We still got some red lettuce there. I did cut and come again. We ate on lettuce all year. Again, another pumpkin or squash. Might be a little too late in the season for that now. I started it early, but I don't think I really gave it the necessary time. But what we're going to do is we're going to fill out the rest of this bed with the soil we have. I got some fresh compost we're going to add up. We're going to cut all that down and then fill it completely. And then we're going to cover it and grow a few more things this wintertime. Now, one of the things I was so high on this summertime was my automatic dripping system. For the most part, I will say they did pretty good. When the summer got hot, I think just from all the heat damage on them, some of the units were not activating as they should. But for the most most part, overall, it did pretty good. Excuse me there. It did pretty good. Again, we ran everything right from our buckets there and into our dripping system. And so, I mean, overall, it did pretty good. Not really complaining too much about that, but I think maybe go with a better brand, or maybe just come straight out from the plumbing itself, might be, or from like the wall plumbing, and just do a timer next year. That's something we're going to look forward to. But have you noticed what you didn't see here? We're going to slide inside for a second. I'm going to show you the brassicas. All right, so if you remember the beginning of the season, I told you I'm a big lover of Brussels sprouts. I actually ate a bunch of Brussels sprouts last night. But Brussels sprouts are extremely difficult to grow. They need a lot of time. They need a lot of cool weather. I don't think in Georgia's on 8A it's going to be the place to do it. I do still have my Brussels here, as you can see. Got a Brussels and a broccoli. I'm going to get a close up here so you can take a look, but I don't think that I'll grow these again. I'm going to plant these two, a broccoli and a Brussels, outside here in the next few days and see if it'll improve through the rest of the beginning of fall or into the winter time. So overall, I brought in my Brussels sprouts. Again, I mean, very, very big plants. They're really loose. And again, I brought these inside. This is to go to show you. I planted this February 21st. So it was 7 months and a week is how long that has been planted. Now, don't worry about some of this stuff. I was cutting some of the Brussels leaves, sauteing those in fish. Very good, very delicious. But I mean, just overall, I just don't think it's worth it. I think if you want Brussels sprouts, you might as well just go to the store and buy them. This Brussels broccoli, I think we're going to put these in the raised bed outside, but I'm just not, it was definitely difficult. As you can see, I still got some time left. But I mean, look at some of these guys. They're really tiny, tinies. I mean, of course, the bigger ones, not too bad, not too bad. But very difficult growth for me. So overall, I'd say it wasn't the worst season. I mean, we did get, again, tomatoes, plenty of lettuce, cucumbers, some melons. Had fun doing the cantaloupes, honeydews. That was some of the best tasting stuff me and my family has ever had, truly. Watermelons, not so much so. This fall, though, we're going to be back on lettuce. I'm still going to try potatoes, onions, garlic. And we're going to keep going. Keep keeping y'all updated on the chickens. Again, because we got 2 roosters, one of those Thursday is going to end up being a me bird. If you know what that means, you know what that means. And then we actually have 2 baby eggs, and I'll show you at the end of the video, that we are having an incubator now. So we're going to try to hatch those to give us more hens, get rid of one of the roosters this Thanksgiving. But we're going to keep going. Again, I know it's been a long time since my content. I've been working on real estate and taking care of the kids and all that stuff. But again, we're still homesteading. I hope you guys are too. If you have any questions, feel free to put them in the comments below, and like and subscribe. And be looking forward for more content from Hills Homestead Zone 8A. Feels like it's been forever, but again, y'all grow that thing. Peace.